Hey, how's it going, everybody? Burnt Brian here, and today I'm bringing you another sweet pepper review. So the sweet pepper I'm taking a look at today was sent to me from Jim Duffy over at Refining Fire Chiles. Thanks so much for sending this out, Jim. Refining Fire Chiles is a host to the most exotic seeds, plants, and peppers out there. Everything from the ultra hots all the way to these new sweet peppers that have been coming around that I'm really thankful to have gotten my hands on. The one I'm looking at today hails from France, and this is the Sucette De Provence. It comes from Provence in France. And before I talk about the flavor profiles and the aroma, let's go ahead and take a look at the tail of the pod.
Sucette De Provence is a member of the Capsicum annuum family. This is an heirloom pepper from Provence, France. The peppers can get up to 6 inches long and 1/2 inch in diameter. The Sucette De Provence peppers ripen from green to orange and finely red. The peppers can range from almost no heat at all to a Serrano hot heat level. They have fruity flavor and are used in French cooking in all color stages. The skin can get tough if left on plant too long, so it is best to roast and peel it off before eating. They are used for sauces, drying, and roasted whole. The Sucette De Provence chili plants grow between 2 and 3 feet tall. Cutting open the Sucette, you can see it has a plentiful seed stock, beautiful juicy insides, with a nice slightly thick wall, perfect for roasting and peeling.
So now that we all know a little bit more about the Sucette De Provence, let's talk about the aroma and flavor profiles of this pepper. Now this is the same exact pepper you just saw in the tail of the pod, but I took all the seeds out. I often find that seeds can add a bitter flavor to the pepper, and I really don't want to have any extra flavors or any bitterness added. I just want to taste the pepper as it is, and of course I'm not saving any of these seeds at all. I will be buying some from Jim at some point. But let's go ahead and smell this thing here. Alright, so this is really weird, and I made this comparison in the last review I did. It's kind of strange to me that this has a somewhat of a watermelon aroma to it. But I can detect that there's a little bit of spiciness to it. I can, I guess there's a little bit of heat that I'm picking up, just a touch on the aroma. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and give this thing a taste. Very juicy, and surprisingly there is a touch of heat to this. Again, it was a very, very juicy pepper. The flavor is very nice. It is definitely this sweet tastiness, and right away you get this punch, just not much, just a small little punch, like a little slap in the face of heat coming through. I kind of feel it mostly on my tongue and a little tiny bit in the back of the throat, but that's it. Again, it's not overpowering heat. I think this would be really beautiful for someone who's just kind of experimenting, just wanting to get into peppers, wanting to try new flavors, especially with their cooking with different dishes. This pepper is really nice. I love that it has just that little touch of heat. It's enough to be noticeable, not enough to blow your face off. And at the same time, I think that it's versatile enough to where just about anybody could handle the heat. And you could use a lot of these when you're cooking, so you really get to draw out all that flavor. The complaint that I often have with a lot of the ultra hots is, really you have to use a select amount in a large amount of food in order to not kill your non-chili head, the average consumer. Something like this is just beautiful. It could be used again in a wide variety of dishes, and it's not going to really kill anybody or hurt them in the heat. I really find that small blast of heat just beautiful. As for the flavor goes, it is very floral. It's kind of hard for me to describe the flavor of these because I've never really had a lot of these sweet peppers before. But I do think this one just has a very beautiful taste. What could I compare this to? Again, it is it's hard, you know, I don't want to say it sounds like a bell pepper. I know that sounds stupid. It tastes just like a bell pepper, or it tastes, you know, just like this. But it really does kind of have a lot of your typical red bell pepper flavor to it. But it's so much more juicier. I find that a lot of bell peppers are just kind of dry. They don't contain a lot of juice. This, on the other hand, is just loaded with a lot of juice, with sweetness. And I guess that's the most distinguishing thing that separates it from a bell pepper, is that it's so much juicier. It's a lot sweeter. It's got more of a citrus note instead of just straight floral, because a bell pepper to me is just pretty much an all floral red pepper taste. But this thing is beautiful. It's got a nice taste. Definitely be sure and go and check this one out. I really wish I could give you better description on the flavor of this. I can tell you that it's just something that I would really enjoy cooking with. I mean, it's perfect for eggs in the morning if you want to make a big omelet. I like using red peppers and onions and stuff in my omelets in the morning. So something like this would be perfect because it'll give it just a nice touch of heat. You won't even really need to add any hot sauce to the meal. I mean, this is just a beautiful, pleasant mouth burn. It's been sitting there with a nice sting now since the whole time since I first took the bite. And it's just it's a beautiful thing. It's not at all overbearingly hot. So I highly recommend go and check out Jim Duffy's website over at Refining Fire Chilies. Of course, there'll be a link down in the description where you can go and find him. And yeah, I'm really thankful that I got to try these, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of the other ones. There are a lot of great reviews out there. Be sure and go and just browse YouTube. But that's it. I'm going to go ahead and call this one. Basically, one thing I will say is that the heat on this, I would say, is more around the 1 to 2 range for any true chili head. So again, it's not at all overly hot, and the flavor on this thing is, to me, it's beautiful. I'm gonna have to give it I mean, I would give this thing like a 7 out of 10 on heat because it's very versatile. It's I don't know, I guess it just has so much similar of a bell pepper taste to me that if I wish there was a little bit more to it, and I would give it a higher rating as far as the flavor goes. Like, that red roaster was just delicious. I could snack on that thing. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoy these videos. I got a lot of cool stuff coming up. There's going to be a live chat this Saturday, so if you got any comments, questions, things you'd like to hear me talk about, hear me and my friends talk about, be sure and leave them down in the description box, or you can join me on Facebook and leave them there. But anyway, appreciate all the support, everybody, and as always, stay toasty, my friends.